Good afternoon and happy Halloween. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herbosa. Always happy to be with you here on Next Weather, where we discuss our forecast. And this one's important because it is Halloween and we have a lot going on. And we're starting with the radar today because we have a lot to talk about. There's actually rain on the radar. Isn't that incredible? So we have some downpours that have been happening. This has been interesting. There's a couple areas that have seen some more sustained rainfall, especially here in northern Baldwin County. Some areas that have had rain for a little while. We were thinking these would be more short-lived, but these couple of areas have had rain for quite a while. So check in with the comments here, see how we're doing. Say hi on this Halloween. Hope your Halloween has been off to a good start. We're streaming live on Facebook right now on the Fox 10 Gulf Stream, everything to get you the update on the Halloween forecast. So again, zooming in here, this is some rain that's falling along 225 here in Baldwin County, going all the way up Latham, Blackshear, Little River, all the way up to Chrysler in Monroe County. So this is a area of rain that has been decently defined, and that is very beneficial stuff. This will help a little bit. Now, it's not a super soaking rain, but it's definitely something. Other areas seeing rain right now, you can see in southern Baldwin County, central Baldwin County, near Loxley there as well, along the Beach Express, and as you get towards Interstate 10 there, you're seeing some rainfall, some heavier rain at points. So are we going to be dealing with this evening? It is very possible. In fact, I'm going ahead and saying that, maybe have a way to seek shelter from the rain this evening if it does happen. If you get a quick downpour, maybe have an umbrella with you if you have an extra pocket that you can lug it around. Recommend a smaller umbrella for tonight because you're really not going to need it that much to see if you need to protect a costume and it does start to sprinkle on you. For the most part, the rain that we have today will be short-lived. We're going to pull out big picture here, take a look at what's going on, and then we'll zoom right back in and see what's going on for the Halloween forecast for today. So real quick, let's get you back to the radar and we'll keep going here. So once again, there's your radar picture. We do have some showers that are out there. Let's look big picture. What's happening over our area? Well, we have a huge ridge on the upper levels over us, and then a trough which created some strong thunderstorms over the northern Mississippi Valley, and now moving into the Ohio Valley there. Looking at the surface map, you can see a cold front that is off to our north and west, and you'd say, oh, that's a good thing. The cold front's coming this way. Not so fast. This thing will likely stall. This huge area of high pressure is actually pushing wind against this thing. So the cold front likely won't make it to us all the way, but we are seeing those showers ahead of it at this time. You can see the wind that's pushing against the cold front. So you have your cold front, which is located back here. Let me draw this out for you so you can see once again. You have a cold front that is located back here. There you are. And then you have warm air working completely against it, pushing that way. And that is what we have going on right now. As you can see, this front is going to stall out very soon. With the onshore flow, we have, dare I say, muggy conditions out there right now. Dew points in the 70s. Looking at the muggy meter over the next little bit here, we're going to be staying in that noticeable to muggy category. This means that this evening, when temperatures are in the 70s during trick-or-treating, you might notice some of the more muggy conditions. You might sweat a little bit if you're moving around a lot. It is very possible. It is definitely humid out there for tonight. And believe it or not, over the next few days, it is going to be staying rather humid. Looking at the muggy meter going over the next 5 days, we'll see that we're going to stay in the 60s and 70s all the way through that forecast. There it is there. Small dip Friday, Saturday there, but yeah, that's the same story. All the way through, you're in that noticeable to muggy category. That is incredible for here getting into the month of November to be this muggy, but that is what we have right now. We're going to be staying in this southerly flow warm air mass. Temperatures over the next 7 days staying in the 80s all the way through the forecast. The average is 75. We're blowing that out of the water. Now, we're not in record territory, but we're almost close to it. So definitely going to have some warm days ahead here. And looking at the Climate Prediction Center's outlook, this is the 6 to 10 day outlook. November 8th through November 14th. The whole entire country is red. I mean, let me move this around a little bit. Yeah, it looks like the entire country. Let's go to Alaska. That's near average. But almost the entire country is above average here, with, of course, us, again, being above average. So this is what we're going to be dealing with over the next few days. What we're going to do now is take a look at the GFS forecast model. This is the view. I've got a couple layers turned on here. If you ever looked at some maps that sometimes they'll be posted on Facebook or stuff, this is kind of to emulate that look here. So I've got the surface pressure in black lines, so your high pressures and low pressure systems, and I've got the upper level flow in the red lines. I'll point out the things that you need to know. One thing that you see immediately in this picture though, this is as we're here at noon on Friday, see some rain over our area, or at least near our area, and still flow at the surface that is out of the south and southeast. That is definitely bringing us the kind of muggier air mass. Let's push this through. For the most part, we stay in the influence of high pressure here at the surface. That's that flow again that I'm talking about, kind of telling us our wind direction there. And this continues. We do see a big dip in the jet stream that happens. This is the upper level flow that I'm looking at now over the west coast. And you see this circle here. That is actually a low pressure system that will develop near the surface. That'll happening, this is this weekend. So believe it or not, in the center of the country right now where they've had some serious drought, now they have a super active pattern where they're getting multiple storm systems. Meanwhile, you look at us, and we get absolutely nothing. So that low pressure system ends up moving off to the north. Let me clear that off. That low pressure system ends up way up north of the Great Lakes. You see a front, a warm or cold front, excuse me, right there, but does it get to us? Let's watch the animation here and watch that green line. It fizzles out right before it gets to us. So now we're at next Wednesday now. This is the 6th. This is after Election Day. So really, our forecast, we do not see much. Now, you might be noticing this as well if you have a sharp eye in the Gulf of Mexico. So the GFS forecast model has been trying to show some kind of low pressure system that's currently located in the Caribbean, has a medium chance of development. This is kind of a longer range thing. A weak area of low pressure that moves north into the Gulf of Mexico. This is the 7th of November. This is next Thursday. This is a little too far out for my liking. This is a little too far out for me to go ahead and say, okay, we need to really ring the bells and start looking at this. This is really far out there. This is going to change. This is something that I've written it on my notes. We know it's there. And I'm telling you now, we know that this is there. We know that there's an area in the Caribbean. But let's not worry about it right now. Let's just figure out what happens over the next few days, and we'll see how it goes. So just something to note there, something interesting. Now let's talk Halloween. This is the thing why everybody's probably watching this, because you want to know how this evening's going, especially with the chance of rain. So here's our big headlines right now. A warm afternoon with some spotty showers out there. That's been our big story for us. But then as we go through the evening, mild temperatures, maybe a lingering shower or two. So if you have any location that you're specifically interested in, you can put it in the comments, and I'll try to get to that here on Facebook. I'll be interested to see some areas might be getting more rain than others this evening, at least based on the forecast model. Again, we'll look at the forecast model for this evening in a second, so stay tuned to that. Temperatures, as I mentioned, mild for trick-or-treating. Let's look at the temperature forecast through the afternoon. 76 by 7 p.m. That is rather mild, so keep that in mind. You won't need a jacket tonight for sure. You're not going to need a jacket. I mentioned sweating. It's going to be very muggy, and it's going to be warm. So be ready for that. Here's that future cast for you. This is 5 p.m. on the HRRR model. Notice this thing still has stuff in Baldwin County. That is a possibility. So I want you to be prepared for that. Maybe a small umbrella just in case. I don't think you need to cancel your plans though. Even though that looks like a big shower, understand that this is a forecast model and the resolution isn't always the prettiest thing. But it just gets us a general idea. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock here. A couple showers still holding on with this forecast model. This model has decided to be really persistent with the chance of rain as we go through the evening in Mobile, Baldwin County, Escambia County, Florida. So we'll keep an eye on that. I want you to check in with Jason this evening right before you go, and we'll have updates on that. You can also check the Fox 10 weather app. So if you are trick-or-treating in Baldwin County, you have kids trick-or-treating in Baldwin County, Escambia County, Alabama as well, maybe even Mobile County. We're going to be watching for rain there. I think other places mostly dry. I'm not ruling anything out though. If you're doing some late night plans. Here's 12 a.m. Notice the front is really close to us, but it stalls out. That is its ending position over there with all of that green in the top corner. Otherwise, this is a quiet forecast for us. So here's our Halloween forecast. Mostly cloudy, partly cloudy skies. A couple places dealing with a few showers. We'll just keep an eye on that. You can check the radar on the Fox 10 weather app. Otherwise, things are looking good. Here's the radar right now. It might look similar to this evening, however, with lesser coverage. With lesser coverage of showers and storms. So zooming in, looking at Clark County, Monroe County, we do have some showers. Thomasville just had a passing shower. We look here kind of in central Monroe County, just to the west of Monroeville here along Highway 84. Some small rain, Purdue Hill, that's the Gosport community there. Suggsville just to the east there. That's County Road 1 in Monroe County. So some places seeing some light rain at this moment, but otherwise, as we go over the next few hours, rain chances staying about where they are right now. That'll continue into the evening. We'll keep an eye on things. Check the Fox 10 weather app for the latest information. Here once again is that Halloween forecast, and we'll keep that small chance of showers around. Mostly cloudy conditions and mild conditions for your trick-or-treating. Hopefully your trick-or-treating goes well. Here's that 7-day outlook. Things are looking relatively quiet. Now, we do have a lot of events going on, let me tell you that. But things are looking relatively quiet. Once again, we're warm this afternoon. Our first day of November, warm with a small chance of rain staying around, very small, very similar to today. And then we drop the rain chances for the weekend, staying warm all the way through Election Day and well into the month of November. So that's your quick weather update here on Next Weather. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Urbosa. More coming your way on the 3 p.m. show. That is Fox 10 Live. And then Jason will be in for 4, 5, 9, and 10 p.m. So we'll see you then. Thank you so much for joining us here on Next Weather. I am meteorologist Nicholas Urbosa.